Russian forces in Ukraine continue to face logistical problems, including shortages of food and fuel, and a convoy seen heading toward Kyiv, the capital, appears to have made no appreciable movement closer to the city over the past few days, a senior defense official told reporters at the Pentagon on Wednesday. Ukrainian forces have been conducting a stiff resistance north of Kyiv, the official said, adding that they might also at places, and at times, have tried to target the convoy. The official, who spoke on the condition of anonymity because he was not authorized to speak publicly, added that the Russian military leadership has become much more aggressive in its targeting of civilian infrastructure, including a missile strike on a television tower in Kyiv on Monday that killed several people. The U.S. military believes that Ukrainian forces continue to resist and that Russian forces attacking Chernihiv, Kharkiv, and Kyiv have essentially made no progress since Tuesday, the official said. Russian soldiers in southern Ukraine have, however, been able to advance toward Kherson, which the official called a contested city. By Wednesday evening, Ukrainian officials said Kherson had fallen to Russian forces. The American official said the Pentagon has seen indications that Russian soldiers coming from Donetsk, a region held by separatists in eastern Ukraine, may try to encircle the port city of Mariupol on the Sea of Azov. As of Wednesday morning, Russian forces had fired more than 450 missiles, a combination of short-range and medium-range ballistic missiles, cruise missiles and surface-to-air missiles, at targets in Ukraine, the official said. In addition to Russia's problems supplying food and fuel to its forces in Ukraine, the official said that Russian military leaders have not been able to coordinate different elements such as infantry, armor, artillery and close air support. The skies above Ukraine remain contested, and Russian forces have not achieved air superiority, the official said, adding, Ukrainian air and missile defense capabilities remain intact and viable. A Russian air or missile strike hit near Ukraine's central railway station in Kyiv on Wednesday evening, the country's railroad operator said in a statement. The railway station has been extremely crowded around the clock with people seeking to evacuate to the west. The operator said the station building was only slightly damaged and that information on casualties was not immediately available. The strategically important city of Kherson in southern Ukraine has fallen to Russian forces, Ukrainian officials said on Wednesday, becoming the first major city to come under Russian control since the war began last week. Kherson's mayor, Igor Kolykhaev, and a senior Ukrainian government official confirmed that Kherson had fallen. There is no Ukrainian army here, Mr. Kolykhaev said in an interview. The city is surrounded. He added that Ukrainian forces pulled out of the city toward Mykolaiv, a city to the northwest. Kherson, a city of 300,000 people near the Black Sea, northwest of the Crimean peninsula, is seen as strategic because it would allow the Russians to control more of Ukraine's southern coastline and push west toward the city of Odessa, a major port. Kherson is the largest city to be seized by Russian forces in the week since Moscow launched its invasion. The mayor said a group of about 10 armed Russian officers, including the commander of forces attacking the city, entered the city hall building on Wednesday. He said they informed him that they were planning to set up a new administration similar to those in two Russian-backed separatist enclaves in eastern Ukraine. As Russian forces encircled the city, Ukrainian officials had strained to keep control as casualties mounted, residents sheltered in their homes and food and medicine ran low. The fighting had left residents contending with power outages, little food and bodies strewn in the streets, Mr. Kolykhaev said. As many as 300 people, civilians and territorial defense troops, may have been killed, he said. Because the Russian forces used high-caliber weapons, many of the bodies are unrecognizable, he said, forcing volunteers to bury them in mass graves. The Russian military said earlier Wednesday that it fully controlled Kherson, but Gennady Laguta, the head of the Kherson Regional Security Office, said that while Russian forces had encircled the city, the municipal government was still functioning. Video and photographs verified by the New York Times appeared to show Russian troops having seized a government administrative building in Kherson, and at least 3 armored vehicles lined up in front of the building with their guns facing outward. 2 people confronted the vehicles while holding Ukrainian flags.